My merch will be gone in a week, so if you haven't already, feel free to check it out. Link's in the description. So I had this question asked to me a couple days ago. Someone said, has there ever been an experience in your life where, like, you're close to death, or scariest experience, something like that? When I saw that question, I immediately thought, no, I've never been in any life-threatening situations. I mean, my life is pretty standard. I don't do anything crazy. But I was thinking about today during school, and I remember, well. Now, before I get into this, I'm gonna say that no, I was not close to death. This is just an experience where I was genuinely scared for my health and well-being. So don't go in the comments, oh, it's clickbait, you weren't actually gonna die. Obviously, I'm not actually gonna die. I'm alive. I'm recording a video right now. Anyways, I've always been kind of a thrill seeker. Nothing, like, too crazy. Like, I haven't gone skydiving yet or anything. I would like to. But, like, I've always really liked roller coasters. I've always liked doing stuff like that. Haunted houses, you know, everything like that. So, last winter, when my mom asked me if I wanted to go skiing, I was like, you know, sure, why not? When I was little, I used to go skiing sometimes, and I hadn't gone in like 10 years, so I was like, hey, why not? We live like not too far from a mountain. Let's do it. So, wait, first of all, okay, pink's fighting gray. So I went up there, I got ready to ski, and I had no idea what I was doing. I literally, the thing about not doing something in 10 years is that I don't know how to do it. So I was on like the super baby beginner slopes, and I kept falling over every half a second. And I was like, you know, whatever, this is fine. I'm naturally competitive, so when my brother was there and he was doing better than I was like, I don't like this. I want to be better than him. Hold on. Okay, so, I mean, we got there in the morning, and probably, like, whenever it opened, maybe, like, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 8 a.m., I don't know. Took me about an hour to get off that beginner slope and be able to go down at, like, a 10-degree angle and not fall over. But eventually I got it down. Now, unfortunately, there was, like, no step up from that. It went straight from baby slope to, like, an actual slope, where if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna, like, mess up. It's just down to me and red. Okay, he actually just voided. I wonder if I should just go into him, because I have a stone sword. Okay, cool. Because I still didn't know what I was doing, going from a really short, like 20-second long slope to like a 2-minute long one that was significantly steeper meant that I still was not in a good shape. I spent a long time on that thing, hours, just going down, falling over, really having no idea what I was doing. It was painful. Sometimes, I mean, you're going at a decent speed, nothing crazy, but I'd say maybe like 15, 20 miles an hour on the slope. And then if you mess up, you just gotta slide, and you just slide like 30 feet. I specifically remember one time, I was feeling a little confident, feeling a little brave. So I started going down ahead of my family, and then out of nowhere, there was like, I think it was a ditch or another skier. I don't remember what it was. I think it was another skier. Shoot. Yeah, we're both one taps. No! Hold on, let me kill you. There we go. Excuse me for 1 second. I want to be able to focus on the story. Okay, sorry about that. When I'm telling like an actual story that needs me to focus, I don't want to like have half my concentration on the fight because I don't want to ruin the story or mess it up, you know? Anyways, there's another skier, and I was going down, and there's like, I didn't know what to do. So it was probably like the steepest part of the slope, which again, I'm not gonna make it over dramatic and say that it was super steep and deadly. I mean, it was not bad at all, but the fact that I didn't really know how to control my speed meant once you start going, you start going. And when I saw the other skier, I didn't know what to do. I kind of panicked. So what I did is I just took a slide. I just like leaned my body back into the left and just slid. My helmet flew off. It was like 20 feet away from me. My goggles came off. My skis had a thing where, since I was a beginner, if they experienced too much pressure, they would just come off, so I don't like break my ankles or something. So I was just sitting there, and I was like, wow, that hurt. A little bit of foreshadowing. Anyways, I got up, and I very, very slowly got better at that slope. And eventually, one time, I successfully made it down. Oh, shoot. I successfully made it down the entire slope. It wasn't hard. I was just bad. And I was really happy with myself. And by that point, it was about lunchtime, maybe like 1 o'clock. So I went and ate lunch. I was satisfied, but also a little bruised. So now, if you know how skiing works, I'm pretty sure that was a green slope. And if you are a skier, you're probably really thinking to yourself, wow, this dude purpled. He's so bad at skiing. Because green slopes, they're not hard. They're the opposite of hard. But I was just in such a rush to beat my brother that I just like threw myself on the slope before I really knew what I was doing. And for some reason, I remember specifically, I could not turn to the right. I could turn to the left, but turning to the right, I just fell over every time. I couldn't control my speed, but I kept doing it over and over to like force myself to do it. So then after that, even though I clearly barely like was able to do that, my mom asked if I wanted to go to the advanced slopes, which was like you had to cross over this path and like ski down this thing. It was weird. You had like go under a road to get over there, and it was like this whole other section. There's like 2 sections. So I was like, sure. Like I said, I'm super competitive and like thrill seeking. So I was like, you know, what's the worst that can happen? I'll just be careful. I'll just, you know, not kill myself and things will be good. Yellow's bedless. I'm sorry, my friend. Like, I said yes, I smiled, I was like, let's do it. And in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna die. This is the day I die. So we went over there, and actually, it's kind of weird. The path goes over. You have to ski halfway down a hill to get to the top to do the whole hill. Like, the path brought you halfway through the middle of a different hill. I don't know. Hold on, let me go. Boing. Sweet. So I took that thing so slowly, I winded back and forth. Like, instead of going like down the hill or maybe kind of slightly going like this, I was literally going back and forth. It took me like so long to go down. Anyways, I got to the bottom and going up the ski lift at the top, I was incredibly nervous because the thing about skiing is, like, if you get to the top of the hill, there's literally no way to go down other than skiing down. Oh, shoot. And also, like I said, the path, the only entrance and exit was that path that's like midway through a slope. So to exit, you have to go down the hardest path of the area, and you have to go down the hardest section of it. The first half of that path was the hardest. Oh, I got him. So I don't know if you know, but when you get to the top of a ski lift, you kind of gotta like slightly ski off of it. Just go like a really shallow downward thing. Because, I mean, the ski lift doesn't stop. You have to get off of it, and you're wearing skis, so you kind of have to lightly ski off. And I was so nervous going up there that when I came up, I didn't get off the thing in time, and it started to lift up a little bit. So when I fell, I jumped off the thing, I landed, and I fell over. In front of everyone. It was so embarrassing. That was supposed to be like the advanced slopes where all the cool people were. And here I was, not even able to get off a ski lift. And it took me, I was literally on the edge of getting ready to go down the first slope for 5 minutes. Like, my family was like, come on, you got this. You're gonna be fine. And I was just like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then finally, I slowly inched myself off the edge and I started going down. And once you start going down, like, there's no other place you can go but down. My heart was pumping as I started going down. I just tried to breathe and went back and forth, winding back and forth. And I did it. I was fine. Honestly, that slope was just about as difficult as the ones in the beginner area. It was just, instead of the beginner area was like kind of just a straight slope, this one was like slightly curved. So you have to be able to turn, and for some reason, I don't know what it was. It's like a superhero movie. In the time of most need, I suddenly was able to do those left turns. Or was it right turns? I don't know. So I felt like $1,000,000. I was going down this hill. I was zooming. I was doing fine. No worries. I got to the bottom. Life was good. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do it again. I want to try a different one this time. So then I went up the ski lift again. This time I was feeling great. I was feeling perfectly fine. And I looked over at the one I need to exit on. You know, like the slope I said you have to go down to exit the area. It was probably about twice as steep as the previous one. And there were like obstacles. So because I live in Virginia, it was like, there's not too much natural snow. It doesn't snow too much here. So a lot of the snow there is artificial. So there's snow machines like out in the middle because it was a super wide slope. So like in the middle there were snow machines so they could reach the middle of the slope. And I froze. I started going down it and I was just so nervous. And so I started to slowly lean off and go again like I did on the last one. It took me like 5 minutes to get going. And finally I started to go down and it was fast. I was so scared. I was going down. I just couldn't control myself. I was going too fast, or if I tried to turn, I would fall over and probably like tumble down the hill. I didn't know what to do. Oh, shoot. And here I was, headed straight for one of those snowblowers. And I was probably going pretty fast. I mean, like I said, it was like twice as steep as before. And instead of slowly winding down to not gain as much speed, I just froze. I was going like straight down the thing. Okay, got him. This guy's actually really sweaty. I'm sorry, I'm super focused on this story. I need to get a gap off. I need to get a gap before he gets here. No! on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Okay, I got this. I got this. Please, 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 please. Yes! So yeah, like I said, I just froze. I didn't know what to do. I was flying towards a snowblower. If I hit it, I knew I would probably suffer a major injury. There's no good option. And now keep in mind, even if I like swerved out of the way, I was going too fast where I would fall over, and when I'm going like 30 miles an hour, I would slide and it would be painful. Because this wasn't fluffy snow. This was like, I mean, because think about it, people are skiing on this. It's compacted down. So I thought about it for about half a second because that's all I had. And I was thinking, all right, here I go. So I decided I had to slide. So I bent my legs and started leaning to the left, and I dodged it. I completely dodged it. And then I fell over, and I fell, and I slid, and I slid, and I slid. My skis for some reason didn't come off. I guess it just wasn't the right angle to snap them off. So I had these like 6-foot long skis, so I couldn't rotate my feet. My whole body was sore. It felt like I'd probably broken my tailbone. And I literally couldn't get up. The skis were completely stopping me from doing anything. So I laid there halfway down the slope, not able to get up for at least 5 minutes. Until eventually my mom finally saw me. She was coming down as well, and she slowly skied over. She stopped, and she, oh shoot. I'm sorry, Aqua. I didn't mean to do this to you. She took off my skis, she got me up, and then I slowly skied down the rest of it. Very cautiously, mind you. So I skied down the exit path. I got to like the, I don't know, what would you call it? Like the cabin where you take off everything. Took off everything. I was done. That was it. Game over. Shoot. Why do I have to keep sweating so hard? Okay. And that, is kind of the story of where I was probably the most scared for my health. Again, not the most scared for my life. I didn't think for 1 second that I would die. But when you're skiing down, you can't control yourself towards something where you know no matter what, you're going to sustain an injury. It's not a great outlook. That's the only time I've gone skiing, you know, in the last 10 years. I haven't gone since. But I do plan on going again this winter. So wish me luck. Hopefully I'm not going to be an idiot and put myself on the expert slides when I don't know what I'm doing. I do have a couple more months before ski season starts. I think it's like December, maybe January. Ah, shoot. I don't have a bed. I was not paying attention to the game at all. I kind of forgot I didn't have a bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very, very commentary based. I haven't done too many of these lately, but I think you guys like them, so I'll try to do some more. If you watched all the way to the end, I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. It really helps me out. Other than that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
They want a story, I'ma tell them that. They wanna see I got the visions. Want the change, I'll make the difference. And you know that I'll be searching till I bring it back. Yeah, I went through hell and back to find myself, but I am not the same as who I left. No, I am not the same, I'm reinvented from the head. So still I'm on that same roll. Still I'm grinding just to reach the payroll.